All right, everybody, welcome to what we are calling our final week, part two. So, our official final week. At the end of this week, we will have completed our 1101 portion of the term. And then next week is going to be the beginning of our second part of the term, which will take us through the end of the term in May. 1102, which is not rhetoric and composition, but literature and composition. So, of course, our focus is going to be much more literary. We'll be reading short stories. First portion is going to be short stories. Second portion is going to be poetry. And then the final portion, for which you'll have an MLA research paper, will be devoted to a play. But let's not get ahead of our skis here. Let's talk about wrapping up the final week here. So, what I have to return to you, of course, your MLA research essays. I'm going to be hard at work. I'm going to be pretty hard pressed to do that this week. I have a lot of work to get through this week because the following week is my college's here in St. Augustine. It's spring break, so I will actually be out of town the following week, the 16th through the 20th. Of course, I'm going to have my technology with me back home in New Orleans to, post the announcement and the video and get you guys set with what you need to do. But I'm trying to get as much out of the way, so to speak, and return back to you. And of course, you are owed your essay this week anyway, within the 2-week time limit. So I'm going to be a busy beaver getting all that done because, we all like to enjoy our breaks. I'll be trying to enjoy mine as much as I can, working intermittently in between enjoying myself. But what do we do this week? What do you do this week? Well, all you have to do is one simple thing, okay? And that is a discussion forum. The final assignment is a discussion board, okay? And it's mandatory. You have to do it. It's a homework assignment, okay? Classic discussion forum rules apply. The couple we already had, same rules. You have to contribute one original post, and at minimum, you have to reply to at least one other person's post in order to receive 100%. If you just contribute a post, you get an 85. Okay, so please make sure you're following all the instructions there. And what you are asked to do is to reflect on your Galileo research experience. Just talk about it, okay? And hopefully this inspires a greater conversation among you and your peers about the research process, your successes, your struggles. Maybe you had to rethink your topic, reformulate it, because maybe you weren't finding what you were looking for out there in Galileo in the databases. And that's part and parcel of a research essay, as you all no doubt know by now. Your topic isn't always going to be perfectly findable in the databases, in that, let's say your topic was body positivity is a more of a problem than a benefit to women today, okay? Well, you might not find articles that say body positivity. It may be more harmful than beneficial. Like, exactly, okay? But that's the challenge of a research paper. You're not always going to find the precise verbiage, the precise content you were looking for, at least how you had it planned in your head, okay? And the trick there is, just use choice words or phrases from your research. Make the source work for you, okay? You don't always have to quote whole sentences, okay? You could just do choice phrases, choice words. You don't have to do sentences upon sentences or block quotes upon block quotes, okay? So I look forward to seeing what you all had to say there. That will be your final homework assignment. I also have to grade, and this will be reserved for next week when we're transitioning to the next portion of the term, the final journal assignment on MLA research, okay? So that is something I'll do. And then on these papers, don't forget, I have bonus points rather, to allocate based on your participation in the blogs. So when you get your paper returned to you, it might not necessarily reflect that bonus. What I'm probably going to do is grade all the essays with the rubric, and then I'm going to go back once they're all graded, and then I'm going to allocate the bonus points per student, okay? So when you get your grade back initially in the first half of the week, like Tuesday, Wednesday, I hope to have these, I'll have these done by Thursday and Friday, hopefully by the latest. But at that point, once I'm done grading them all, then I'm going to go back in the grade book and add your bonus points based on each blog participation. Okay, so just want to let you know about that. So I look forward to wrapping up a successful 1101 with you all. If you have anything outstanding or you have to turn things in, this is the week to do it. There are no takesy-backsies, okay? The door shuts when the door shuts here at the end of the week, which is the 15th. Don't forget that SLO assignment. That's due as well, okay? That is a mandatory class homework assignment. You will get a 0 if you do not complete it. Only a few of you have done so far. So don't, excuse me, don't let that slip by. One other thing is that our coordinator has our 1102 opening, and I've said this already, on the 17th, the Tuesday. I sent an email to her this morning if we could please have it open on the 16th, which is Monday. Sensibly enough, we begin each week on a Monday, so why not have our course open as of Monday? Okay, so this is Sunday morning, 8:30 a.m., all sprung forward and everything. So I'll probably get a word back from her by the beginning of the week, I would expect. Okay. So this is probably going to be the shortest video for sure. There's not really a heck of a lot more to say, as we already did our final big assignment for 1101, and it's just kind of transition and quieting down before we gear up and go whole hog into 1102. 1102 is an e-text, and I already have it in the Blackboard shell, the Blackboard course shell, okay? The physical copy, and I think they provide you all with at least some physical copies, is this book right here, okay? This is called Portable Literature. But now we're required as instructors to have this incorporated into the Blackboard course itself. And what I mean by that is that you will actually see the e-text version in the 1102. You'll see a little icon in the Lessons tab, okay? So that is there for you. You could click in there. You'll be able to access all the stories, poems, the final play as well. But I think that the physical copies are distributed, at least some of them are. I don't know if there's necessarily a physical copy per student. So that is the text for that week. And I will introduce the short story selections for that week once we get there, okay? So, let me know if you have anything to discuss or to iron out here. The final week, okay, of 1101. So we have to finish strong here and make sure there's no confusion or ambiguity as we transition over to 1102. So if you've been minding your P's and Q's, dotting your I's, crossing your T's, and all the other fun cliches, do it one more time for me before we have our second half. Get ready to read, get ready to write, get ready to talk to each other, because it is coming. A lot of reading ahead, okay? Much more on the literature side of things, okay? And we still have essays. We'll still have some analysis essays to do on selections. I have one on a short story, one on a poem, and the final one on a play. And I'll just tell you, the play right now is Oedipus Rex by Sophocles. It is an ancient Greek poem, an ancient Greek play. The ancient Greeks, the Romans after them, all that they thought, all that they wrote is already in your head. And what I mean by that is you are a cultural product if you live in the Western Hemisphere, or if you are influenced by the European tradition. All the values, all of the perceptions of viewing reality, the moral choices that your sense of right and wrong are all informed in part, and probably in large part, by the ancient Greeks, folks like Sophocles, Plato, Homer, Aristotle. Okay, and it's this isn't a matter of opinion, by the way. This is fact. You are a product of culture. You do stand on the shoulders of giants. Okay, if you want to read Oedipus Rex, maybe you've read it already in high school. It's typically assigned in high school, but I tell you, it's going to creep up on you at the end of the term, and you're going to be like, whoa, there's a lot of big ideas to wrestle with and grapple with this play here. So why not, you can get an online copy of Oedipus Rex quite easily online. Read the poem, or I keep wanting to say poem, read the play ahead of time. Why not? Okay. You don't have to, of course, but why not? If you're bored and looking for something to do. Okay, I will roll out at the beginning of next week with a video and an announcement of what our first short story selections and class homework will be, taking it from the Portable Literature e-text, at which time our 1102 Blackboard course will be open and ready to go. Okay, so lest I continue to blather on, I will just go ahead and close it there. I think I've run out of things to say. So guys, it's been a pleasure. We're going to roll over next week to our second half of the term, and I look to continue to have a great term with all of you, and I'll see you then. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.